Ma'am,
Why are you running
you
into the
can't.
giant
It
bull?
has horns, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Jessa,
And I'm Alex.
and this is Jessa and Alex Watch.
Percy Jackson and the Olympians, season 1, episode 1. I accidentally vaporized my pre-algebra teacher.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah,
sure they have it coming.
I hate when that happens. It's been a while.
It has been a minute. Thank you guys so much for. We've got some lovely comments from people. Number one, wondering if we're okay. As you can see, we are alive. It's
We are.
been a year. We needed some time. There was also, a double strike, which we were planning on coming back earlier. Strikes happened, and then it was the end of the year, and blah, 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 whatever. The thing is, we were gone, and now we're back.
And we're back.
But I greatly appreciate the messages that you guys have sent, checking out on us, telling us you miss us or you love our videos. Thank you. I hope that I'm assuming about 15 of you who are still around are really excited to see our stuff.
So, what is your experience with our friend Percy?
So I read books. Um, I think they were still coming out when I was reading them. There were several of them that were already out. At the time, I was working in the city and my mom and I were carpooling into work, but she had to be at work like an hour before I did. So she would just drop me off every morning at this bookstore and I would get a little coffee and a scone and I would just pick up a book off the shelf and sit and read until it was time for me to walk over to work. And that's how I went through the Percy Jackson series, was sitting in Taylor Books in Charleston, West Virginia, and reading through them. But I actually don't think I've finished the series because I think I got up to the point where they were all released and then like my scheduling changed and it just sort of like moved on with life. So I've read most of them, but I actually don't haven't seen read all of them. Never seen the movies. Do they make multiple ones? Don't
I
don't
think there
know.
are two
Okay.
movies, if I remember correctly. I also don't remember if I have finished the book series. I know I've read the first couple for sure, and it was a long time ago. So if we're
Yeah.
like this review, I cannot emphasize more, is not going to be like a direct comparison because I've read them
No.
one time. I've seen
Yeah.
the movie once, and I'm gonna call my brother out here and say that he liked those films. So I think there are two because I think he has one on DVD or anyway. Um but yeah, so it's not gonna be a one for one review, though I do remember the world a lot.
Did you have a Greek mythology period?
Oh yeah. And also I will add that when I was acting like full time, I did get a gig once for a summer camp that was based on this. It was like a live role play, like LARP basically for
Wow.
kids. And then they hired professional actors to come in and play the different like Greek gods and goddesses and things like that so that the kids could go on this one LARPing quest at the end of all of their training. And it
That
was
is so
so
fun.
much fun, and the kids were so cute and having such a great time being demigods,
That's
and it
amazing.
was really beautiful. And I've played Helen of Troy once, and this
Ah,
little girl came up to me and she said, this is such a tangent, but she came up to me and she was like, I am insert name and I'm the daughter of Athena, and I just want you to know that I believe you.
oh, oh, that's so sweet. What god or goddess do you like vibe with? Like, who would be your parent?
Oh, oh, I don't know. Maybe Cersei. I'm kind of a,
Oh, that's a cool
yeah,
choice.
like an
Yeah.
animal, an artistic girly. Like I can see myself like hanging out on my own island, just
Yeah, that's
vibing with
cool.
nature.
I think I've always been most connected to Athena.
Yeah. I wish I could say Athena. I
I
don't,
mean, we all know the most fun is to be like Dionysus, though.
right.
Being a half-blood is dangerous. It's scary.
Listen to his little baby voice.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, they're so little. So much littler than Logan Lerman
Yeah.
and what's her name?
Is it
it's
White Lotus?
yeah, it's White Lotus, otherwise known as Alex something. Dejario.
Alexandria Daddario.
Yeah.
That's me, back in 2nd grade.
I'm getting Miles Morales vibes.
Mm-hmm. Is it because we're on a roof?
Yeah. Because he's a troubled kid in New York. Is this New York? It looked like New York.
These impossible things that felt like they walked right out of the stories my mom always told me.
Well, you should talk to your mom.
I could almost believe they were imaginary. Weird, but harmless.
I'm
The gods.
Romans, countrymen.
Perseus. That's me.
That's who you're named after.
Want me to see Mr. Kane? He's really good
I
at
was
talking
thinking
to...
more like shoving Nancy in the nearest dumpster.
Oh.
Oh.
No. No, there's one.
Little baby voice is so cute. Also, I would have been terrified to cast him because what if you're in the middle of shooting and his baby voice becomes a man voice and now your continuity is screwed?
Yeah.
Percy, push me!
Fingerprint analysis, please.
We're not fools, Percy Jackson.
Mrs. Dodds?
I wonder if it's supposed to be a wig.
Yeah, because is she yeah.
Well,
Rip to Mrs. Dodds.
A number of your classmates saw you and Mr. Underwood arguing with Miss Bobofit.
Miss Boba Fett.
Boba Fett? Boba Fett, where?
I didn't touch Nancy.
Did Nancy break an arm? Why is there like a record report of this incident?
Right.
Like
It's fine. She got splashed. She's okay.
Percy had told me earlier in the day that he wanted to get back at Nancy for all she'd done to us.
all right, Grove.
Are you saying you saw Mr. Jackson assault Miss Bobofit?
Assault is strong.
Yes.
Okay, Grove, what's up?
Grove and I are in a fight. He's giving baby Tom Holland. He looks like a little Tom Holland.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Like from when he was in what's that movie with Naomi Watts?
The Impossible?
The Impossible. That's
Yeah,
what he
you're
looks like.
so right.
Happened at the museum.
I didn't touch Nancy.
I know you didn't. At least, I know you think you didn't.
Okay, well, he didn't touch her either way, right? Like, even if he was using his powers, he's telling the truth. What year is it? Who's carrying around that kind of suitcase as a
Right.
child?
I'm walking out. You're walking in. I should be apologizing to you.
Bye, Eddie.
Still, if you're gonna live under my roof, you gotta live by my rules.
Your roof? My mom is the only one employed here.
I have a job. What does it look like I'm doing right now?
Losing at imaginary poker?
You would think that because you're
Where's
like...
my mom?
I don't know. I don't know where your mom is. I'm not Nostradamus.
This man is not casually making Nostradamus references.
Here's the thing. Don't date gods. They are historically terrible boyfriends.
But also, like, yes, like, first of all, yes. And second of all, like, the way that that would mess up my delusional symptoms, I'd be like, he made it rain for me. He still loves me.
Right. Oh my gosh. Your love droplets are real out of control now.
Since when are you going to Montauk?
I called to reserve the place as soon as I got off the phone with Yancy.
Who's Yancy? And why exactly am I okay with this?
And then I'm gonna eat my sandwich and yours while I listen to the game on the radio.
Please, could you have them put the peppers on my sandwich?
You got it.
Ma'am, I think if you're paying the rent on this place alone, you get rid of him, a couple less sandwiches, a couple less mouths to feed. Then you can get your own car and we can do away with him entirely.
Correct. I'm trying to remember why she kept him around because I feel like there was a reason, but
there must
why
be.
was it?
I also feel, Mom, that like with adoption, we should have like a demigod age when we have that talk.
Yeah.
And like
And
now
I feel like
is too far.
correct. Way too old. We should have been talking about that at an age appropriate level since probably kindergarten.
Right.
You know, the first time that he brought home the family tree project, what did we,
I need to talk to you about something.
No, honey, I need to talk to you about something. This is cute. Why aren't we living here?
The world.
Yeah, I want this fireplace.
Do you know why we come to this cabin every year?
Because it's near the septic tank, so it's cheap.
Because he wasn't a man at all. He was a god.
This is also why if you start when they're younger, it's easier. Because it's way easier to tell a 5-year-old your dad is a god.
Fell in love with God.
Yeah, with God.
Like Jesus?
Yes.
Gods and mortals would sometimes have
Mom,
children
please
together,
stop.
children called
Mom.
demigods, and sometimes they are known as half-bloods.
It's honestly very rude. Why have we gone with half-bloods?
Demigod, much kinder of a name.
Yeah.
Jackson, it's Grover.
Grover?
This is a little time sensitive. Could someone maybe open the door?
Grover is about to reveal his true identity and why he was being a sneaky little sneaky butt before.
You should have asked me before you... Whatever it is you're going to say, I don't want...
Show us those hooves, Grove.
I feel very good about how we're doing so far.
Grover!
What?
Grover, why is there half a goat in your pants?
So the important thing is not to panic.
We'll continue this in the car.
Honestly,
It's adorable.
he's taking it a little too well. Yes, Grove is very, very sweet. That's a cute kid.
I'm Grover. I'm your best friend. And
What are you?
Look at his little horns.
if I hadn't gotten you kicked out of school, you'd have never survived the night.
Yeah.
What's chasing us now would have found you there easily.
Okay. Watch.
I did know it had to do with that. I thought it was just that he
I
wanted
couldn't
him to go
remember.
to demigod school. Like I thought he was just
Right, but
trying
that's-
to like
remember it's
force
summer
the
camp.
mom to
Yeah.
to tell him, but
Mom, what else haven't we talked about? What else haven't you told me?
I'm actually 24.
Hold on, please.
No.
ma'am,
Why are you running
you
into the
can't-
giant bull?
It has horns, ma'am.
Yeah. Do you not know that cars get totaled running into deer? That bull is like triple the size of a deer.
Rip to that other car, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, the stepdad's gonna be real upset.
Yeah. And this is really beautiful filmmaking.
What's happening?
Swear it, Grover. Keep him safe from anyone or anything that comes for him that wants to do harm, that looks at him the wrong way. Do you understand me?
I swear.
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
What do you mean, go?
I can't go with you.
Why can't you?
She's human.
Thanks, Crow.
No way. Mom, I'm not leaving you.
Perseus, listen to me.
If I were Poseidon, I'd feel some kind of way about this Perseus situation.
Correct. I'm like, okay, we're doing Greek names, but not mine.
Yeah.
I mean, if Percy had been a girl, she could have been like Posy, and that would have been cute.
So cute. Posies are really cute.
We need to move.
All right, I got it. You love each other.
If he smells you in two directions at once, maybe I can confuse him, buy us both a little time to get away. Mom, please.
Yeah. Okay, we're all staring at it. It just so happens to be a red jacket.
Because he's a bull. Yeah, she's gonna do it. Look at his flopsy ears.
Jessa, no.
First, keep it moving.
Well,
okay, that's like a level 15 monster, and you're at level 1.
Welcome to camp, Percy Jackson. We've been expecting you.
I love a centaur. You know?
I do.
Well, this sounds ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, ba-da-bum, 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 bum, ba-da-bum, ba-ba-bum, bum. Oh, I feel like making this a TV show is a really smart idea. And I feel like more adaptations of like children's / YA series should consider that approach, because a lot of like books that we have enjoyed over the years have been turned into TV shows that like movies like rushed through and had to drop a lot of characterization and explanation of things because they had 2 hours. So I feel like this is really smart. Also, my memory of these books is that they're very episodic, so it's a good fit.
Yeah, I mean it's very, I mean it's not monster of the week, but it has like a formula to it for sure, because it's like written for like young audiences.
Yeah.
So there needs to be something in every chapter that's going to keep a kid hooked. Yeah, I really, really like it so far. I think it's really good. I think they're making really interesting choices. It's really giving me, like, obviously it's very, I mean, it's filmed in 2023, so it's very like stylized and beautiful and pretty.
Yeah.
However, it is like that whole ending bit with the car and the rain and where the lights were coming from, that was giving me very like E.T. And we've talked a lot about,
I was thinking it was very Spielberg. Yeah.
And it like really borrows that, which I think is like a perfect choice for this.
Yes, agreed.
So yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of it.
Me too. That was a great introductory episode. And little Percy and Grover, they're cuties. I'm trying to remember, like, I feel like the mom is not dead, just because I know logistically in the series he goes home after every summer.
Something is
so
going
unless there's
on
an aunt or an uncle or something that I don't remember. Right, exactly. Like, I'm like, I can't be like emotionally invested in her death, even though that's a very typical thing in this type of story, is like to kill the parent. But I'm like, I don't think she's dead. I don't remember that, unless there's somebody else he goes and lives with in the summers. I don't think so.
I don't think she's dead either, mostly because I don't remember like a big mourning period right here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, maybe he's just resilient and happy to be at camp, but
right,
I do not remember him being like, oh no, I watched my mom die, which I think would carry him through a little rain cloud over the whole book.
Right.
I should hope.
I was surprised to hear Grover call himself a satyr. Because I was thinking fawn, but is fawn the Roman word?
Satyr is definitely what they call him in the book. I do remember that.
Yeah, satyr is Greek and fawn is Roman. But in the Narnia books, there are both satyrs and fauns, because C.S. Lewis was a little chaos man. And he was just like, you can have all of the mythology and here's Santa Claus.
I make the rules.
So I have never been able to understand.
Not and here's Santa Claus. And the lesson I have learned from this is, one, if you have a demigod child, tell them sooner before magical beings are chasing after them. And trying to kill them. And number 2 is that when you've got a big giant bull man chasing you, you should just go to camp and not try to fight them on your own.
Yeah, I think that is correct. You know, I know it's going to be like good for his rep that he killed a minotaur before he even made it to camp. But I just feel like we could have kept it moving, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I know it was like the tree was and then up a hill. I
she wouldn't have
that.
even needed to do the little wavy put herself in danger if he had just do.
Like maybe we could have walked together and done our tearful sadness together, and then at the tree, you know, and then it would have been.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to victim blame here.
Right. I mean, like, I have never been in this situation, so who's to say how I would behave?
Correct. Yeah.
But if I knew that there was a minotaur chasing me, I wouldn't be doing a chit chat gab gab.
Exactly. That's just where I'm at. Thank you for watching our video. We'll see you the next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Goodbye.
I love that. Just in case they forgot that we were singers.
Exactly.